for being here. This writing that I will read to you today, as well as all writing in our world, is a piece of our consciousness. The day is Sunday, July 20th. The year is 2024, and the time is 12:05 p.m. I am sharing this with you from within the apartment I live in with my boyfriend and his brother. Listening to what is alive within my body has become a luxurious experience for me. Have you ever been in that moment with yourself where you're so alive to what's inside of you? And even if it's not necessarily positive, it's just so beautiful to have your own attention on yourself. You're not distracted by any book or movie or show. It's literally you with you. That is a feeling I love. That's a feeling I would do anything to have as much of it as I can. I very much enjoy when life goes slow, because it is then that I have time to really hear what it is that my innermost energy is in alignment with. I don't necessarily need to be doing nothing to do this, but it's much easier when there are less distractions. I can be aware of fear moving through me, doubt, excitement, love. My heart is the ground beneath the flowing water that is the river of emotion. My mind is the cloud that birds, airplanes, and other objects representing thought pass through. I know myself as empty, nothing, pure, infinite existence. Yet, in the past, I have sacrificed this knowing for what I thought and believed to be the purpose of mattering to my community. I chose experiences that gifted others with understanding of what it is that they feel and think. For years, I would allow my body to be the vessel for the unexpressed emotions and thoughts of others, which is something I've turned into giving intuitive readings, as some of you know. But when I'm not reading for someone else, I wonder, what am I feeling, if not the feeling of others around me? What am I thinking if I'm not thinking what you are thinking? Is there any thought that is truly independent thought, or is all thinking collective? We are infinite existence, performing the largest play in all of the history of theatrical production. It is impossible to be alive on Earth and not contribute to what is happening here. Even when you don't want to exist, you are playing the role of one that does not want to exist. When moments within our unified project, that is this collection of experiences of life on Earth that all of us are having, when these moments do not bring our communities into complete satisfaction, joy, safety, peace, love, I like to believe that any unfavored result would be a catalyst for change. I like to believe that any roles played by our consciousness that create any form of suffering are simply taken out of production. For example, I have been the woman that cannot let go of her relationship to the man that seems to not care very much for her. Not recommended for anyone. When this woman I chose to be embarrassed me and created discomfort for the man in the situation, I chose to put that act into its end. I will no longer play that role. I tried it, I experienced it, and I'm done with it. I have been the daughter that learns that the way she has been treated by her mother and father can be defined as psychologically abusive. This role seems to create suffering for all as well. So I ask myself, what role can I play that can activate what it is that I truly want to see within all beings around this world? Because it seems that many of the roles in the past have created unfavorable results. What if it was not the choice of the role that created the unfavored results, but rather the choice to play a role at all? Can I exist in this physical form without any energy placed into defining who I am, what I do? Can I place myself into this world as being simply what this world calls of me in the moment I am called? That sounds relaxing, doesn't it? Words within me say the state of being that I wish to see within you and me is a state of being that can be described as complete love and enjoyment for the moment. We must let ourselves be comfortable. We must let ourselves move, breathe, flow, say words we've never known we can say. In this complete love and enjoyment for the moment, the body is in a state of complete calm. The mind can be a cloud free of all thought passing through, or maybe the mind is entranced by an enlightening stream of words, giving pleasure to the heart and to the throat if the words are pouring out of this individual. The heart is aware of itself feeling good. This is communicated to the mind, and the being that is conscious of this heart and mind is truly happy to know that they are alive. Can we gather as a group of beings that are known to experience states such as these for most of the moments of our lives? And can these enjoyable states of being be authentic and true? Not something that is learned and performed like some of our roles have been. You know what that feels like? It's icky. It's like you've been taught to speak in a certain way, so you're speaking in that certain way when really you want to speak authentically. You want to speak as yourself. I'm thankful that I never took any speaking classes because I can just show up, unaffected by any sort of teaching of how I'm supposed to do this. I get to just do it the way that I naturally do it. If I continue forward with knowing myself as pure, undefinable, just being consciousness, as I mentioned earlier, that in itself could possibly become a role. I see that in order to live present to natural human expression, relaxed body, heart, and mind in coherence, I see that the expression is brought on not by responsibility or obligation or seeking some type of gain other than what is gained from the moment of expression. That person in that flow seems to not even be conscious of the flow that they are experiencing. They have no concern of the presence of a role. They just play. What if pure, undefinable, just being consciousness is not what I am, but a role that some other form of consciousness I am is playing? How can I ever land into a complete knowing of who and what I am? I don't think that any action on this earth could possibly and successfully take up the space that is the definition of myself. I write to you today, but am I a writer? Is that what I am? I am, in this moment, a consciousness that listens to the signals within the body and mind to bring to you words that I believe can be enjoyable for you. To call this writing is to minimize what it is that I do. And let me explain why it is that I see it that way. Why does writing minimize? Why can't this just be called writing? I'm going to tell you. For most of my life, writing was thinking. It was very intellectual. There were no feelings involved, and I was meant to write in anticipation of the judgment of the one that would be reading my writing, which most of the time was my teacher. And if I wanted to get an A on my report card, I would follow the process that I needed to use in order to please the one that taught me the process. Now, maybe you can see why I don't really call this writing. I wasn't taught to do this. I'm not here to show anything. It's different. It's just me doing my best to access what is true about my experience in this moment, in this lifetime. My aim is to express, and expression can be delicious, mouth-watering, emotion-altering experience. The reaction to the expression is really nice, heartwarming. Feelings of happiness come about. So, today on this iPad keyboard, so much more has happened than just writing, just speaking, just creating. It truly is so much more. I woke up this morning to 1,000 subscribers in my community. I am honored that you are here with me on this journey, and I'm excited to be here for you when it is what I am most excited to do, when it is what I feel inspired to do, to show you that a moment-to-moment life of enjoyment, peace, harmony, love, joy, that is possible. I'm doing, maybe I'm not doing, but what is, there's peace here, there's love here, and that's enough. And I'll do what I do and be aware of the feelings that arise from those actions and choose it over and over again. Goodness. I look forward to connecting with you again soon.